Hey everyone, I'm Darren.
And I'm Max.
And we are
the
Froze Bros.
Froze. That was great.
That was
Maybe
better.
you should
You're getting
use that one.
You're getting better. You're getting better, Max.
Thank you. I practice between my podcast appearances because I've been dreaming about this day.
You heard right, everybody. Mike is still not back. It's just Max and me today. Mike is.
Yeah.
Well, we told you Mike's off being frozen, but
Mhm.
I found out something tragic. Walt Disney.
Oh, no.
Walt Disney may not have actually been frozen.
Whoa.
And I just sort of shipped off Mike and said, give him the Walt Disney treatment.
Oh, God. Who knows what that could mean?
Disney was cremated.
Oh, God.
He might have been burnt.
Oh, no. The exact opposite of what we wanted.
Exactly the opposite of what we wanted.
Oh, damn.
I might have to go to Florida and find him.
Yikes. And you haven't heard from him at all?
No.
He's been totally MIA?
MIA.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, look, there's a couple things that hopefully we can hope that there's some other things that, the Disney treatment could mean a lot of things.
Maybe.
They could be turning him into some kind of cartoon character.
Donald Duck.
Is that Donald Duck? Let's hear some more impressions. Let's hear Mickey Mouse.
I'm Mickey Mouse. That's not good. I can't do it on demand.
No, it was fine. It was all right.
It was not quite high enough, I think.
How about Goofy? Give us a Goofy.
I don't think I can do Goofy. I haven't heard Goofy in a while.
Yeah, you can. It's like a shuck.
Oh, shucks.
Hey, that's great.
Was it good?
Yeah.
You know the Mickey and Minnie getting divorced joke?
I don't know, but I'm afraid you're about to tell me.
So, yeah, Mickey and Minnie are in divorce court near the end of the case. Minnie has testified. Mickey has testified, made his argument. The judge says to Mickey, Mr. Mouse, you've made a good case, but I don't think you've proven that Minnie is crazy. And Mickey says, I didn't say she was crazy. I said she was fucking goofy.
There it is. I have heard that one, but I forgot it during the setup. That's a good one.
I think I peaked the microphone level on that.
Do we need to start again?
Go back and fix that. No, we don't know. We don't have to start again.
Okay.
I will fix that. So, yes, it is just you and me.
Mm-hmm.
And before Mike went off, he gave his blessing for this to be a bropisode.
A bropisode?
A bropisode. A bropisode is normally just me and Mike, the two original bros, but you are an honorary Froze bro now.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
With just the two of us, it is a bropisode.
I cannot tell you how much this means to me, Darren. I have been waiting for this moment since the podcasts began. Going back even farther, actually, since this podcast was still in its infancy.
Uh-huh.
And being in its conception, when we sat at Wild Willie's in Watertown and I first heard about it.
It was in gestation.
Yes.
Yeah, it was in gestation for about 9 months from the time we came up with a name and a concept to the first actual episode. And it was at least 6 months before that Mike said to me at probably like 3 a.m. some point, you want to do a podcast?
After a little too much wine?
Maybe.
The Froze Bros pod was created, and now here I am, an honorary Froze Bro, able to compete.
An honorary Froze Bro.
In my first bropisode.
Our first bropisode without Mike. Our second episode without him. So we'll see if and when he will be back. But for now, let's just get started like we usually do. What's in your freezer? What you been eating?
Well, have you ever had one of those chocolate oranges?
Yeah.
Where it you bang it on the table and it breaks into a bunch of wedges?
Yeah.
That thing soothes my soul every year. I usually get one around Christmas time. I try to make it last as long as possible, still in my freezer.
Nice. So you don't have to keep that frozen, right?
No, you don't have to keep it frozen. I keep it frozen more to out of sight, out of mind, because I forget about it. But it's also good frozen. It's because the wedges are they're not really thin, but they're, wedgie.
Yeah. Chocolate is good frozen.
And yeah.
I don't really like the chocolate orange combo.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not typical. It's not like chocolate raspberry, chocolate with a...
Yeah.
I guess chocolate raspberry is the maybe most common chocolate fruit combination.
Chocolate cherry. Maybe chocolate on strawberries. The chocolate orange is popular enough that they must sell a lot of them. So
yeah,
it's not that unusual.
I've also got, this is not really as exciting, but...
Of course it's exciting. It's frozen food.
No, I know, but not as exciting. I don't think it's as exciting as my chocolate orange. But I every couple weeks I try to make chili.
Uh-huh.
And every couple weeks I fail at making chili. This week, or this past week, I usually put a bag of frozen corn in it at the very end. And this attempt, I bought fire roasted frozen corn kernels.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really excited to try them because usually I just get the normal kind of corn. But I had a failure in chili and ended up not using it. So I'm excited to give that a try. I'm just intrigued by the fire roasting.
So you haven't used the fire roasted one yet?
I haven't tried it yet, no, but I'm excited to. It looks good. The package it looks great on the package.
I've never made chili. I saved some recipes recently that I might give it a try.
Yeah. My dad makes a great chili, and I've mentioned it before on the podcast, but my dad's vegetarian. He makes a great vegetarian chili. I have been unable to even come close to anything resembling chili or food, honestly, when I make it.
Is it that hard?
I'm
not criticizing you because I haven't even tried.
It's not supposed to be, especially the vegetarian chili. It's literally just vegetables and beans.
So is that what you're trying, or are you putting meat in yours?
I'm trying the vegetarian chili.
Okay.
Only because it will last longer in the freezer, you know? I get kind of skeeved out by like cooking meat and then freezing it and then...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the vegetarian chili, I'm like, oh, I can, freeze that, take a little bit out of time, it'll last me months. But I haven't really been able to make chili. I have a problem with it. I don't have to go into it now, but that can be a totally other podcast episode.
I don't think there's any frozen chili that can be purchased.
Oh, it's all in a can?
I don't know. I'll have to take a look. You don't find a lot of frozen soups.
Well, I used to work at Blount.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at their like restaurant. It's called the Clam Shack. But they kind of specialize in soups and frozen soups. And specifically like listeners might know them because they make the broccoli cheddar soup for Panera.
Oh, wow.
That's Blount soup. I think Panera uses maybe one or two other Blount soups, but they, at their like restaurants, at their markets, you can buy bags of that frozen soup. Broccoli cheddar, clam chowder.
And where are they?
They're in Rhode Island. They're founded in Rhode Island. I know they expanded to Texas recently, I think. But frozen soups from Blount are good. Plug for them. Always plug in the local eateries.
I had something in the freezer that has been around for months, and I think we've talked. I don't know if you and I have talked. We've talked about it on the pod. It was frozen mussels.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that was Mike's reaction, too. And also, we joked that it was a box of maybe 24 mussels that cost under $5.
Yeah, no.
We expected this to make us sick. He wouldn't even have it. He resisted trying it. I tried it last week.
Okay. I have so many questions.
Yeah, it comes in sort of a tomato garlic broth.
Okay.
They need to be heated in I think it could be microwave, or I'm not sure about this. I don't have the package right now.
How did you cook it?
I think I did it in a saucepan.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so they just need to be steamed. They were really good, actually.
Yeah.
And after eating them, I was feeling a little, am I getting sick? I don't know. But I didn't. I think it was more the fear of, are these going to be bad?
Yeah.
But I really liked them. Yeah, put them on some spaghetti with a little extra sauce. I liked it.
That actually doesn't sound bad. My question is, were the mussels packaged with the frozen sauce? Was it all together in one, or were they separated?
Yes. Yeah, they were together.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you just open one package and heat it. I would do it again.
Interesting.
In the frozen food near the fish in most grocery stores.
I mean, I guess now that I think about it, like, how different is that from buying like frozen shrimp?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sure that a lot of restaurants get them frozen too.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Probably not if you're near the shore, like we both are. But if you're further inland and you're having shellfish, it's probably flash frozen and shipped.
Yeah. They're not buying it for $5.
No.
Or mixed with some mystery sauce. Yeah.
So now I've got to maybe try some other questionable frozen fish.
Yeah. I was intrigued by a package of frozen popcorn shrimp. Because I like popcorn shrimp. Having it frozen, I don't know about.
I saw in a store recently a entire whole fish for sale frozen also.
Really?
Yeah.
Like scales and all?
Scales and all.
Wow.
Head, tail, fins, everything.
That'd be good for your live show. See, what you do is you buy the frozen fish, then you hire like a sushi chef to cook and prepare the frozen fish for you.
A sushi chef?
Or yeah, someone who knows how to like. I mean, unless you want to eat all the scales and the bones and the eyes.
It's sometimes served that way, or is it descaled? If you get
depending on the fish.
I've had it, but I don't remember. I've had a fish served with head and tail, but is it scaled or you pull it off?
Shoulders, knees, and toes too?
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, yeah. Fish knees are really a delicacy. Fish knees?
Oh, are they?
Those are hard to get. Yeah.
I've heard.
That will be our 500th episode. Fish knees, frozen fish knees. So we got something interesting today too. You're becoming our chicken guy because we did the chicken pad.
That was my first one.
Chicken.
Yep.
You were at our holiday party, but everybody.
I was able to pop into the holiday party, which, by the way, can I just say again,
that was
what
awesome.
A blast that was.
Yeah, I'm gag order. I can't talk about the other things that went on at that holiday party.
Gag order.
Status of the status of the litigation with our friend Jolly.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, we're still working that out.
All right, say no more. Maybe we can talk off pod about that.
Okay, yeah. I'll give you the update off pod.
Okay, sorry, listeners.
What's going on there? But we're doing some more chicken today.
Yeah.
I want to get the name right. I know it's Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken strips. I think there's another word in there. Tyson crispy chicken breast strips.
There you go.
And you suggested these.
Mm-hmm. I guess I am the chicken guy.
Yeah. You're the chicken guy.
Which I don't mind being the chicken guy.
Okay. Can you cluck?
I don't cluck on podcasts. Sorry.
No. Okay. I'll add that in later. We'll put that to you.
If you can add in a convincing cluck, go right ahead.
Okay. The editing department will work this out later.
They got their work cut out for them. So, our chicken strips.
Yeah. You suggested these. I bought some. You said you've had them several times.
Lots of times. And much like the chicken patties, I enjoy making these as part of a larger meal. Like, it's rare that I'll just like throw these chicken strips in and kind of eat them on their own. Like, I will, but growing up, my mom would make like a big baked ziti and make the chicken strips, cut them up and mix them in with the ziti and then bake it. So good. It's like a really great like comfort food meal. It's like a chicken parm casserole kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right. That does sound good.
It's really good. And so, yeah, and I used to make it when I was in college because it's also good, like, you make it on a Sunday, you have leftovers all week. So that's kind of my history with it. I like them a lot. They're reliable. They're easy. They're good. Have you ever had them before? This?
I don't think I have. I've had chicken strips, obviously, but I had some actually at a bar for trivia last night. So I got a comparison with restaurant chicken strips once we get to trying these. Found a little information about the Tyson company also. I like to look this up. It was founded in 1931. But one of the interesting things, sorry, my screen is going all over the place while
That's
I'm
okay.
looking for something. Tyson owns Weaver.
Really?
Yes. Tyson owns Weaver, and you've told your story about Weaver chicken.
I did.
And Dear Mr. Weaver. And I'm trying to find where I had the date that it was purchased. It was in the 80s, I think. So
Really?
So when your mom wrote to Mr. Weaver, there was no response because she actually needed to write to Mr. Tyson.
Wow. What a conspiracy. I can't wait to tell her.
Uh-huh. Tyson owns loads of companies.
I'm sure.
Tyson acquired the Weaver brand when it bought Holly Farms in 1989.
Okay.
Holly Farms, I don't know if that's just chicken or a bunch of other things. But you actually had a little trouble finding these.
Yeah, so we actually have a very interesting. Tell me if this is gonna work because I've had the crispy chicken strips that you had. You bought. I've had those many times in my life. I went to the store to get them this evening and could not find the strips. They were out. And so I had.
Where'd you go? Was it Acme?
I went to Acme. Yeah. Which famously doesn't have, if anyone listened to my pumpkin pie episode. But I was able to get the Tyson crispy chicken breast bites.
So you're going to try the bites.
Yes.
I've got the strips, but you've had the strips many times too. So you can, we are still going to rate these strips.
We're rating the strips, yes.
We're rating the strips. Froze Bros strips.
Froze Bros strips. That's the name of our calendar.
Yes. Yeah. Our calendar to raise money to keep this podcast going and pay our legal fees.
Legal fees?
To Green Giant. So we are going to break.
All right.
And we will be back with Tyson crispy chicken breast strips. We are back and we have had our chicken strips. We
are so back. I'm stuffed.
Crispy chicken breast strips. Actually, we're remote. We're in different locations. I've had the chicken breast strips. Max has had them many times before, but he's given us a side review today on the chicken bites. What are those actually called?
Oh, hold on. I should grab the package and check for sure. Hold on.
Max is grabbing the package. I have taken a photo of the package because I did not make all of them. There are quite a few.
I'm back.
It's 1.5 pounds of chicken.
And they're good.
1.56 pounds.
They're long too, huh?
Yeah. One was broken. I threw that in too. So what you had is called?
What I had is called crispy boneless chicken bites. So as we've mentioned, I've had the chicken strips, the Tyson chicken strips many times. So I want to hear first of all, your process about how you cooked them and your thoughts about how they tasted.
Yeah. There's, I don't think there's much to talk about for the packaging. It's got the chicken on there. It's got the name. Nothing particularly decorative or anything to point out about this packaging. It's a good package.
Very, very conservative with its graphics.
Yeah. Most brands do that.
Yeah.
I made these in an air fryer, which it said is preferred method. Yeah. So it took a little longer than I thought they were going to take. It said 15 minutes. I put them in there for the whole 15 minutes. So really easy when we're talking about preparation.
Sorry. So they took longer than you thought they would. So, but you cooked them according to the package.
Yes. Now, when I say that, before I even looked at the package, I figured these were just going to need like 7-8 minutes in the air fryer. But then I looked at the package and they actually needed 15 minutes. So I left them. I did them for the whole 15 minutes.
Okay.
And you usually put them in the oven.
Yes.
So yeah, I flipped them about halfway through. I was really impressed with how crispy they were. These are super crispy and not dry at all. I was afraid they were going to be dry inside. Not true. Really good.
Yeah. I'm really glad they got crispy because I usually, make them in the oven. I honestly, I have an air fryer. I never use it. I don't even know how to use it if I wanted to. I'm not quite sure how it works. I'm not convinced it's that much different than a microwave. Like, I don't get what air fry means. So I haven't even tried.
Well, it's really different than a microwave. I think it can.
It makes the same type of noise though. It sounds like a microwave.
It does. It's loud and buzzes. I think my air fryer makes more noise than my microwave.
Well, I always do mine in the oven.
The air fryer seems to make things about the same as they'd be in the oven, maybe a little crispier. Actually, when we've tried some things a couple of different ways, the air fryer was crispier.
Okay, I'll have to give it an earnest try.
I don't think there even were microwave directions for these.
No,
but if you did that,
no.
It wouldn't at all get crispy.
Nope.
I don't think.
That's what I like most about these is that outside breading, because it does get super crispy, but like you said, it does not dry up inside at all. And so what you get is like this batter that's like really crispy on the very outside, but as it gets towards the middle, it gets like softer and more moist. Sorry, I know people don't like that word, but
we're okay with it on the Froze Bros.
Great. Yeah. That breading gets so moist and really, really all that moistness gets all nice and moisty and makes a delicious little chicken strip.
Deliciously moist.
And it's also what I also have always liked about it too is that it's like real chicken meat.
It is.
It's not like the chicken nuggets where it's like kind of ground up.
Right.
And like, whatever. So that's what I've always liked about it too.
Yeah, I was impressed by that too. I'm going to look at the website for this product. Got too many windows open.
I will say while you're doing that, just quickly, we're like Darren said, we are going to review the strips, but I had the bites and I'd never had them before.
So the bites in comparison to the strips.
The packaging of the bites make them look just like the strips in terms of, because wouldn't you say on the strips, the image on the package really looks like the end result?
Yeah, true. It does.
That's something else I really like about it too, is that it looks just like it's supposed to once it's cooked. And so I bought these bites because, first of all, I couldn't find the strips, but also because the image on the package looked like the strips normally do at the end. So I was like, there's that trust there. I trust Tyson. And so I got them home. I put them out on the baking sheet. I made sure to preheat my oven for a while. I still don't have a thermometer to put in there. So I always try to, before I cook anything in my oven, I try to let it preheat for like 15, 20 minutes just to make sure it's actually up to temp. Especially for chicken, I was worried about the temperature of the oven because sometimes if it's not hot enough, the breading doesn't crisp up like it needs to. You know what I mean? Like it gets kind of like wet and soft.
Wet and soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never good.
No. Wet and soft is the worst. I like hard and dry.
Or hard and wet. But
hard and wet's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I taking the I'm sorry, I'm really walking you through my journey here, but when I put the bites on the tray, they looked just like the strips.
But smaller.
The breading looked good. But smaller, yeah.
Yeah.
Cooked though, I have to say I was a little disappointed because the breading was a lot thinner.
Huh.
And therefore did not crisp up in the way that I wanted it to. It was very close, but it just wasn't the same.
Disappointing.
And so, yeah, I mean, it wasn't disappointing. I still enjoyed it. It tasted great. Tonight, I put them in a salad. I just, for any listener who's like, I really want to try these chicken, this like frozen fried chicken, definitely if you can, go for the strips because the strips are superior.
Good to know. Yeah, the crispiness is what impressed me most. Well, and the moistness of the chicken inside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is, according to Tyson, boneless, skinless chicken breast with rib meat. All good ingredients. The most interesting one in there is cocoa powder for color.
Really?
Yeah. I guess just to make it look a little brown.
Yeah.
Like it's been deep fried.
I really don't mind that.
No, not at all. You want it to look good, and you don't taste the cocoa at all.
No. But even if you did, like, I would eat these chicken strips dipped in chocolate, like fondue.
I had some barbecue sauce, but maybe I'll try some others with a chocolate dip.
Kind of a side note, but I was looking at turkey to make sandwiches for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And the Oscar Mayer in the plastic package, almost all of their turkey now, it says it right on the front.
It says
all of their packaging says that their turkey is browned with coloring.
Browned with coloring.
It's like natural, turkey breast with brown coloring.
Huh.
And it really, really put me off.
Yeah.
Really put me off.
Yeah, I don't usually get those. But
yeah, no.
But Tyson here,
when I hear it's cocoa powder,
that's a natural.
I don't mind that.
Yeah. Natural coloring. Rather than just saying something brown.
Let me check my package.
All right. Yeah, other than that, there is some onion, dried garlic, dried onion, cream of tartar, baking soda, paprika, annatto extract.
These are all in your strips?
Yeah. Rice flour, rice starch, salt, soybean oil, tapioca starch, yeast
soybean
extract.
Did you say soybean oil?
Soybean? Did I say soyboy oil?
No.
It's not soyboy oil. Soybean oil.
Soyboy.
Tapioca starch, yeast extract, and vegetable oil in the breading. All natural stuff.
Wow. So
I don't know why I don't get something like this more often, actually.
These bites have a very different ingredients list.
You'd think it would be similar.
Yeah. We've got the paprika, food starch, garlic powder, rice starch, spice extracts, whatever that means. And, of course, the ever-elusive spices.
Spices. Generic spices.
We've got brown sugar.
Huh.
And it doesn't specify... Well, I mean, obviously that's probably in the breading, right?
I would think. Yeah.
Does that say the cocoa powder is specifically used for browning? Or are you...
No, it does say cocoa powder and then color in parentheses.
Yeah, this is no such thing. And they look, more or less similar.
Brown sugar might...
But now that I think about it, maybe they were a little lighter.
Brown sugar might do the same thing, but did they seem sweet?
No, they tasted pretty much the same.
Yeah, because you really don't taste any of the spices on this. There's nothing strong enough to notice.
No, and of course this is all it says contains 2% or less of that.
So we've
interesting.
We've covered packaging and ease of cooking and appearance.
Yep.
Taste and texture, the crispiness, the taste, exactly what would be expected. I think these were better than the chicken strips I had at a restaurant last night.
I was about to ask, yeah.
And I would assume those were maybe deep fried?
Yeah. The only real difference between...
Most likely.
Besides like the ingredients or whatever, those were also definitely frozen.
Yeah.
And then fried.
These were crispier. Tyson was crispier.
Wow. I wonder how these would taste if you deep fried them like they do at a restaurant. I bet they'd be even better. Oh, man.
Yeah.
But see, on my packaging, I'm showing Darren my packaging. But see, doesn't it look just like the strips?
Yeah. Exactly the same, other than the words and the size of the strip. Yep. Now Max is taking something from his package, and
I'm showing Darren my package.
Showing me.
The chicken. So this side looks more like the strips until I kind of turn it. See, it looks kind of thinner and not as robust.
Yeah.
See what I mean? It's just very... smells good.
There must be some reason to use a different breading on that.
Honestly, I have a theory
It's Froze Bros theory time.
about why it tastes different, why the breading kind of feels more thin than the strips. In my own personal experience, I've found that, what's a good example? You ever taste like a regular sized M&M
Yeah.
and been like, oh, that tastes like an M&M? And then have you ever gone and eaten the mini M&Ms
I don't know that I have.
and say, these are good. They taste like M&Ms, but very slightly different.
Are there
I'm trying to
Maxi?
think of another example.
Are there Maxi M&Ms?
Sorry?
Are there large size M&Ms?
No, but I wish. I would eat a giant M&M, cut it like a cake. Like a
We
cookie cake.
we got to get some more M&Ms and try different types in the freezer.
Please, I'm working on a bag of fun size. I got a bunch of them over here. I'll throw some in the freezer.
Is that regular M&Ms or is that a peanut butter?
We got a variety pack. We have regular M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, and peanut butter M&Ms.
Peanut butter M&Ms in the freezer are really good.
Okay, I'll throw some in there if we have any left.
Yeah. We did that in an episode a few months ago.
Really?
I think our first froze before hose. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember that actually.
Yeah, and the Nutter Butters and the peanut M&Ms were
Yeah.
my favorites from that.
Yes. Oh, I was still in Boston at that point, actually.
Yes.
Because you brought the Nutter Butters to improv.
I did. I brought some Nutter Butters to improv class. So, wrapping this up, we have recently added another category to our review, whimsy.
Oh, whimsy.
Whimsy. Another Michaelism.
Okay.
Are these fun? Like we did pizza cupcakes, we did a popsicle and a glass of champagne. Those got bonus points for whimsy.
Mm.
I don't think there's anything particularly fun about chicken strips.
I think they're very utilitarian.
Utilitarian. Yeah.
They get the job done.
Exactly.
No frills.
No frills, nothing.
Certainly they're very versatile. You can use them in a multitude of different ways.
Yeah, I might make some more tomorrow.
I wouldn't call them whimsical.
No, I wouldn't either. So no bonus whimsy points.
No. Unfortunately, sorry, Tyson.
You ready to give it your rating though? You know what, I will let you can give the chicken bites a let it go or keep it bro review.
Okay.
Of your own. And then the strips are our normal scale, 1 to 5, hot mess to ice cold killer.
Okay. Well, I'll start with the bites. Immediately, I'm gonna leave it, bro. Only because the strips are they're so good, and I wouldn't go out of my way if both are available. I'm gonna go with the strips. Truly, like they're better, and if it's size that you're worried about, just cut the strips up. They're just as good. But that's what I would say about the bites.
Yeah, if you want like a little appetizer, if you want something for kids, it sounds like you could just make a couple, cut them up.
Yeah. How would you rate the chicken strips?
I'm tempted.
Do it.
And I am. I'm going to give these a 5.
Wow.
Ice cold killer. Yeah.
Nice.
They exceeded my expectations, and it's something I would get again.
Mm-hmm.
Comes in a huge bag, so this is going to come. These are going to be around for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have chicken strips multiple times a week.
But you can make them a couple of different ways. Throw them in a salad. Put them in.
I could.
With a pasta. Yeah.
Yeah. So this gets one of my highest ratings.
That's
ever,
amazing.
I have not given much a 5. If I've ever, I probably have.
I think you have. I think you have. Wow. I'm so glad.
You probably. Mike is more liberal with his 5s, though.
Wow. I'm so thrilled that you liked them. I'm happy. I guess I would. I feel like I have to also say 5.
You don't have to.
Because it is also, well, no, I mean, like, no offense to the podcast or anything, but I don't eat a whole lot of frozen foods. But the frozen foods I do eat, I'll eat on a regular basis. Like, there's a package of frozen vegetables we get usually once a week. These chicken strips are kind of the same way. Like, they're kind of like a staple. for me. So that's why I'm leaning more towards a 5, just because they're something I usually always have around. Great for a meal or a snack. Always keep me coming back.
Yeah, and what sealed it for me is that I thought they were even better than the restaurant ones.
Mm-hmm.
And usually that's not the case.
Right.
If you're cooking something that's been frozen, usually what you're going to get out somewhere is better, or something fresh is better. But, as you said earlier, the restaurant ones were probably frozen anyway at some point. They're not making these every day and breading them.
Right. But even if they were, they wouldn't be this good. You know what I mean?
With 5s from both of us, though, I think this possibly makes this the highest rated food we've had.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
With no Mike to spoil it. We've had a few where he's given a lower rating than I have.
Mike.
But that's not usually the case. All right, so we've wrapped up our review.
Yes.
We have a fun segment. We're going to do a Froze Bros draft. We will be back. All right, we are back. We have just given Tyson crispy chicken breast strips the possibly highest rating that has ever been received on this podcast. So, Tyson, your reward will be in the mail, and you can send us a couple of packages of these.
Not the bites, Tyson. I don't mean to be, beggars can't be choosers here, but I'm going to be choosy.
And check your mailroom for a 20-year-old letter to Mr. Weaver.
Yes, please, Mr. Tyson. My mom's still waiting on her response.
All right, we're doing another Froze Bros draft. We are drafting the frozen foods that we want to keep, not specific brands, but let's say in the zombie apocalypse, the frozen zombie apocalypse, we only get 5 different types of frozen food to save us for the rest of our lives, and hopefully the electricity holds out and keeps the freezer running.
I was going to say, I feel like I should clarify. So if we have frozen foods, that means we have a way to heat them up.
Yes, we have a way to keep these frozen
and heat them up,
and a way to prepare them when we want to eat them.
Excellent.
It doesn't have to be the frozen zombie apocalypse.
Oh no, the Frozepocalypse.
It is the Okay, it does. It's the Frozepocalypse.
It's the Frozepocalypse.
In which freezers work and all methods of preparing frozen food work, but no other foods can be eaten.
Everything else
is gone. Everything's gone. You get 5 things. Now, when Mike and I did our last draft, we did a rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. It's
okay.
It's really not very entertaining on a podcast. So, you being the new honorary Froze Barrow, I will just let you pick first.
What a pal. Let's see. I'm trying to put myself into the Frozepocalypse right now. Is it cold or is it hot in the environment during the Frozepocalypse?
I think it's very cold.
Because the name I
think it's
okay.
Yeah, it's very cold. And I imagine there are going to be some really popular items that are going to go first, and then maybe once we get down to 4th and 5th picks, it'll be some more novelty things that we want just for the whimsy.
Well, right. Okay. So I guess I'm going to say first, for my first draft pick, I am going to take frozen burritos.
Burritos. That's a good one. I knew that would be a popular one. Now, I wasn't originally imagining this way when I first thought of these picks, but in this Frozepocalypse, as if this is the only food we can get, there are no other burritos in the world except what you have frozen. I cannot get any burritos.
Yeah.
I can't go to a restaurant and get a burrito. They just don't exist.
Yeah. I'm also thinking any other kind of frozen food is comes in usually a bulky kind of box. And so they're hard to store and transport. But if you've got a bunch of small individually wrapped burritos, those are easy to stuff in a backpack or store somewhere. I think those would be good in a
definitely a good choice
situation.
I had a few top choices in mind, but I am going to go with bigger box, harder to store, but I don't know that storage is the problem. We got all the storage we need to. I'm taking pizza. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all the pizza, all the frozen pizza.
Yeah.
Any brand I want, all the toppings. Lots of Supreme and Hawaiian.
See, I think pizza would be an obvious kind of easy choice, but all that carb, all that bread is going to slow you down.
Maybe.
And I think that in a Frozepocalypse scenario, you're going to need all the mobility you can get. So
when necessary, I'll go with the thin crust, cauliflower crust. Get lots of different toppings too, so I could just pull those off and eat them when I want to.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a pre-made list? Because I don't. Thinking on the fly.
No, I have a bunch of things that I was thinking about.
Okay.
But I don't have a list. I mean, I can't have a list because if you picked some.
Oh, true.
They're off my list. Yeah.
Okay, so my next draft pick, I'm probably gonna have to take frozen chicken strips.
Chicken strips?
Yeah.
All right.
Like the ones we had in this episode. Again, for the mobility, for the storage. I know you're saying we have all the storage in the world. Can't guarantee that in a Frozepocalypse. If I got to be on the if I
No, you don't know when we'll have to move.
Exactly.
Take everything and move too. Yep. Yeah.
Those chicken strips come in bags. They're easy to grab, pack up. Again, also versatile. All that protein will be good. I'm just trying to think practically here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my second draft pick.
Okay. Good choice. Good protein. Yeah, you're gonna be in better shape. Definitely. I'm just thinking comfort. The end is inevitable.
Mm.
And when we get some time, we just want drinks too.
Mm.
So I'm taking all of the ice. I want ice.
Ice?
Ice. Ice is not available other than what I have.
Honestly, you can have it. I didn't even think of ice.
Frozen drinks, cold drinks.
And do you have so comfort is your only reason for choosing that? Because you just like you prefer a cold drink?
Yeah.
Because I would.
Yeah. I want frozen drinks.
I would say that
the blender works too.
Oh, conveniently the blender works.
Yeah.
I guess yeah, I would, because you'd use that to prepare your frozen food.
Mm-hmm.
Room temperature and warm drinks hydrate you better than cold or frozen drinks. So you can take the ice. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the hydration. We have an endless supply of alcohol in this Frozepocalypse.
Okay, so you not much of a Frozepocalypse then. We've got any frozen food you can think of.
Okay.
And by the way, we also have all the alcohol.
Yes.
Jesus. So I know so far I've been very practical in my choices. However, you need to have some kind of comfort, some kind of reprieve from the horrors of the Frozepocalypse. And so I'm going to choose something kind of offbeat for frozen food, because it doesn't need to be frozen, but you buy it from the freezer section. Cool Whip.
Cool Whip. Wow.
And the reason is because I know you say that we have, so obviously Cool Whip is like sweet and a nice like dessert treat, whatever. But having it, and obviously it can go in the fridge, but when you freeze Cool Whip, it creates like this like ice cream texture. And so you could have Cool Whip as like a pseudo ice cream, but then
you could.
I know you say things are able to stay frozen, but if something were to happen, I don't want to lose my sweet treat. And so Cool Whip is my way of avoiding that potentially disastrous situation.
Okay. Cool Whip. Yeah, that's one that I didn't give any thought to at all. You do have me thinking that I need something that's not just unhealthy. I'm going to go with frozen burgers. Yeah, I was thinking possibly chicken patties or something. No, I want the burger. I want the real beef burger, even if I don't get buns or anything on it.
That's probably good to have for sustenance reasons. It might also be good for trading reasons as well. I feel like red meat would trade very well in a Frozepocalypse scenario.
Yeah, and if necessary, just for throwing
as pucks. Yep.
Yeah.
As weapons. That's a great get.
Yeah. So all right. So I've got some protein now. plus, and plus I do have the cheese and some meat pizzas too. So I got some protein
yeah, I
there.
guess, but you're getting more carbs in those pizzas. I think that's a bad move. Is this my last pick?
No, 2 more.
Okay, 2 more. So as a very selfless and community-minded person, I'm thinking that this food certainly all isn't for me. And at some point, we're going to need to feed probably like a large number of people very quickly and nutritiously. And so I'm going to say this is kind of getting maybe too specific for the draft, perhaps. But I'm thinking about those bags of pre-made pasta
Uh-huh.
that you put in the pan and it has like the sauce packet frozen
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it melts and you have this nice pasta dish with veggies. Maybe it's got some chicken in it. But I think if we had a lot of those, you could feed lots of people and ration that pretty well once it's cooked.
Yeah. Good call there.
Really care about the community.
Yeah. Plus with those, like you said, you get some veggies in there too.
Yeah.
With your pasta.
Mm-hmm.
It's a high carb one too, but it's a good choice. I'm going to lean into the comfort foods.
Go ahead. You're more than welcome to.
I need fries with my burgers, so I'm taking the French fries.
Damn, and, you're eating good over there.
Yeah. We're not going to move well though. Pizzas, burgers, fries.
When the White Walkers finally come for us.
Making our drinks.
Okay, so this is my last one. This is hard. All right, I got it. You took all the ice, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
To keep up our blood sugar when we're on the go, to keep up our electrolytes, I would love to take frozen juice concentrate.
Frozen juice concentrate. That's a good idea. Yeah, because you need some drinks.
I'm so ready for this Frozepocalypse. You have no idea.
Could mix some of that in with the Cool Whip for a little flavor too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got one left. There are a lot of good things left. Some novelty items, like some good apps.
Stay with the comfort. What's one frozen food like you couldn't live without? The mussels? Take the mussels.
I definitely would miss seafood.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to have the mussels with. Oh, actually, yeah. Do sort of mussels and fries.
Mussels on fries.
Yeah. Mussels and French fries, like a seafood frite.
So is mussels your last one?
No, I'm not sure that it is. I got some veggies on the pizza too, so I don't have to pick vegetables. Some fruit would be good, maybe to make some fruit smoothies with the ice. That's too reasonable a choice. I'm gonna go with a frozen shellfish medley. So I get mussels. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen frozen oysters. I don't know if that's possible.
Oh my God.
Again, they must ship them.
This clan that you're a part of is going to be the slowest, the drunkest, and the stinkiest clan that exists during the Frozepocalypse.
Shellfish is good in protein too. No, that's protein. Don't have any fruits or anything, but get some veggies on the pizza, burgers and fries, shellfish and fries, and ice for cold drinks and frozen concoctions.
And all the alcohol you could ever imagine.
We'll let you come over for watching us have our drinks.
Oh, thanks. And if we can spare a couple burritos or pasta meals, we certainly will.
Yeah, there's some trading. Maybe there could be some trading.
Of course. And like I said, I think your smartest pick was the burger patties.
Yeah, I almost wasn't going to do that too. I mean, it wasn't going to be one of my top ones. I considered ice cream too, but
ice cream is too volatile.
Don't need all that dairy.
No.
All right, so you got burritos, chicken strips, Cool Whip, pastas with sauces, and juice concentrate.
Hearing my list back, I didn't really get any good breakfast foods. Yeah, whatever.
Eat any of that for breakfast.
Yeah.
There are breakfast burritos.
That's true. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You convinced me.
And there's breakfast pizza. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got pizza, ice, burgers, French fries, and shellfish.
Wow.
Yeah, you might make it longer, but
only by a little bit.
I'm gonna enjoy my time.
Only by a little bit. Only by a little bit.
Yeah. I'm going to enjoy my time, though. All right. We're at the end of an episode.
Wow.
Thank you, Max, for standing in for Mike as an honorary Frozebro.
I'm always happy to do so. I miss him dearly.
Yeah. We've got our shirts on, too. I don't know if we said that at the beginning. We're both in our Frozebros shirts. No one's seeing that, but we are.
Maybe you can post a picture on the socials of us wearing our shirts.
These will be the only clothes we have to wear in the Frozepocalypse, too.
That's fine. They're cozy.
Frozebros attire. Maybe we'll need to get some hoodies made and some
gloves and hats, some nice thermal socks.
There are no pants. there are no pants in the...
No pants allowed during the Frozepocalypse.
All right. End of the episode. Thank you to Substrates.
Thank you, Substrates.
As always, for our music, substrates.bandcamp.com. Thank you again, Max.
Thank you, Darren.
Check us out online at thefrozebros.com. Check out our social media, Frozebros on Facebook, on Instagram and TikTok, _Froze_bros. Find us there. Comment, share, like, tell your friends.
Do it all.
Yeah. Let's say, fro you later.
Fro you later.
Woohoo!
I don't mind being the chicken guy.